Hi Geminis, so this is going to be a reading for what it is that needs to come out. So what needs to come out, yeah, that's better. What needs to come out. So take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot, and always feel free to switch or place the energies where you feel they need to be. I'm sorry for that background noise. Hopefully you guys don't mind it. It just seems to get pretty bad. With the dogs around where I live barking. So yeah. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Placements, okay? So you can have like Gemini in Venus, your moon. Yeah, I don't know why I'm mentioning that, but y'all already know that. Okay, so yeah, let's get into this reading. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. Let's see. What does Gemini need to know? Eight of Pentacles. My hands look weird. Anyway, it says Eight of Pentacles. So some of you guys could be working on something. Three of Cups. Let me see, one more. Five of Cups. Some of you guys may be working on having people around you or building with people who will actually people that are like that you resonate with, like soul family, people that you resonate with. Yeah, and confirmation, because here with the Eight of Cups at the top, for your energy, it's giving me like some of you guys may feel like something's lacking. There might be a sense of regret here with the Five of Cups. Or you may feel like something is not where you need it to be. And some of you guys might be walking away from whatever this is, or you're going to be guided to. Yeah, and you may even get some clarity here with the Ace of Swords. I'm getting this could be like a download that you get. Okay, you may get like a download. You may you may get kind of like, it's making me think of like when the light bulb goes off. You know how some people refer to like when you have like an aha moment, they're like, oh, the light bulb went off. Kind of reminds me of like movies, sometimes cartoons, you'll see that. What is this Five of Cups? Give me more about that Five of Cups. Also, I don't know why I'm getting like a very chill vibe. This may resonate for some of you. If it doesn't, leave it. There might be something about silence or being in a place where it's quiet. It doesn't have to be like somewhere where it's super isolated, but that could be significant for some of you, where maybe being quiet or in a quiet area. There could also be something about like quiet the mind. Okay, so some of you Geminis might be, that could be like another message where you're needing to be in a place where it's quiet. Okay, or when you get some peace and quiet, kind of take that time to be in peace and quiet. It's kind of making me think how, like, you know, when you're in meditation, when you're in silence, that's when some of the greatest ideas, clarity, you know, epiphanies come through, because there's silence. You know, there's no chaos, there's no interruptions. Talking about interruptions, someone's FaceTiming me, but I'm not going to answer it. Okay, so I just don't like when someone calls and I'm reading. It's just kind of, I'm going to pretend like it's not even ringing. It's in silence, so you guys won't hear it. Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles clarified the Five of Cups. Some of you guys might be in a place where you're feeling regretful, or you're feeling like you're at a place where maybe something is missing. Maybe like a sense of lack here, because the Five of Cups does feel like a sense of lack. In original tarot, the person's posture even looks shrugged. You know, kind of like that energy you get in when you're kind of just not in the mood. You know, when you're just not all there. So there could be something about that. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it's giving me like, for some of you, you are abundant. You are... It's like Spirit wants you to know that you are able to get into this Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm wanting to go back to that message I just said, where something about the posture. The Queen of Pentacles posture looks very... the posture just looks very different from the Five of Cups. The person in the Five of Cups, even if like you have no idea what the meaning of the card is, just looking at it, you know, someone would say it doesn't look like the happiest card, right? There's something about posture here. So first, for a few of you, maybe even like physically, you look kind of like, like down and out, okay? And Spirit's wanting you to sit, yeah, it's like sit in, put yourself in a position where you know you deserve more. And the Queen of Pentacles knows what she, doesn't matter, he, she, whatever, there's no gender, I'm just saying she because it's Queen of Pentacles, deserves. So there's something about that. Sorry guys, I'm like responding back to a text message. So yeah, there's something here about putting yourself in a better energy. Yeah, I'm getting like something about knowing that you deserve more. So that Five of Cups could be something that you either are in regret or you feel it's lacking, okay? Or it's like something you're missing a lesson behind. if that makes sense. I feel like that did not make sense. Like, there's a lesson behind it, is what I meant to say. Six of Cups. Ten of Wands. This is kind of a spiritual message, but this is the download I'm getting. For some of you, with the Six of Cups and like the Ten of Wands being here at the top, some of you guys are letting go of baggage. This could be something, I'm sorry guys for the noise, something you feel like you regret doing, you regret making a decision on. So this could be like a habit, a coping mechanism, something that puts you in a place where there's imbalance, right? Because I do also get like imbalance with that Five of Cups, and with the Six of Cups, it's like going to something in your childhood, or something when you were younger, or something that could even have to do with like youthful energy, like young energy. Okay, so maybe something from your past, doesn't literally have to be from your childhood. For some of you, it may go way back. For some of you, maybe just a couple years back, right? A couple months back. And I feel like you're letting go of that baggage. You're no longer carrying this baggage. Or you're not going to be carrying this baggage, because you're getting to you're going to get to the Ten of Wands. For some of you, maybe you're already at the Ten of Wands, where it's been like you feel the baggage, you acknowledge the baggage, but maybe there's something about moving away from it, like we had earlier with the Eight of Cups that I seen. And for some of you, it may even have to do here with the Six of Cups, where you need to maybe go back to a memory, go back to something with childhood. For you to let this go. Yeah, this may be a message for a few of you, but I'm getting this download, so I'm going to mention it, but take it as it resonates. This could also be like going something back to your childhood, like a memory, something that has nostalgia to it. 1313, as I'm saying that allows you to cope or to heal from something, but in a way where it's positive, in a way where it allows your energy to flow, where it doesn't cause, regret or heavy energy. Kind of a deep message today, but I like giving these messages, even if it's like for 2 to 3 people out there. Yeah, I was just thinking about this Nine of Pentacles. When I was describing to you guys like the thing about like the posture, the message that I was giving earlier, like in the beginning of the reading, I was actually, the Nine of Pentacles did come to mind. Notice how the Nine of Pentacles person looks very free, out in nature, has pentacles around her. I think even has like a bird on her, right? In like the original Rider-Waite tarot. Yeah, there's something here about being able to be independent from something that you may feel like you regret doing, or a decision that was not the best. Here with this Nine of Pentacles. And the Hierophant, it's giving me like going towards something here where it matches your morals, your values. When that card came out, it came out reverse. So for some of you, but I put it upright. For some of you, another message that I'm getting, it's making me, because I'm like, I feel like there's a message for why it came out in like reverse. For some of you, you could also be letting go of things that you used to see as morals and values that may have placed you in a Five of Cups energy. In an energy where there's feeling of lack, or there's feeling of like things not being balanced. Okay, so this could be like things, I'm sorry guys for the background noise, where things you may have felt in the past were not balanced or not it's like something where your morals and values are becoming, yeah, it's like where you, how can I word this, because I feel like sometimes my messages, when I blurt them out on my downloads, it makes more sense when I'm like getting the download than when I'm speaking it. It's more like values that are true to you. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I should get another deck. No, let me see. Okay, getting more for Gemini. Yeah, see? Something's changing for you here with this Death card and the Four of Wands. It's like something's transforming. Something's changing. And with the Four of Wands, this could also be talking about, I know the cards look a little bit messy. I really am trying to work with different angles, but there's only so much I can do. A tripod that I had is no longer existent. It broke, so yeah. The Death card and the Four of Wands. Going back to that, the message that I'm getting is like something transforming, something ending. And for some of you, you may even bring in a transformation where you're able to have a partnership. Now, Four of Wands usually is seen as like, you know, someone that you're getting married to, a soulmate, a partner, but it doesn't have to be. It's just, that's usually like the, you know, what we think about when we see the Four of Wands, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, it's like bringing in a person. For some of you, it could even be people and your person, like a partner, where they match your energy. So whatever it is that you're changing or you're being guided to change, you bring in people who actually resonate with you, resonate with who you are, resonate with your soul, right? Like your authentic self, to put it into less like spiritual terms. Yeah. And you know, the Four of Wands, also, usually when you think of like what a Four of Wands would be, right? it's like a ceremony. Usually when you're like having a ceremony, whether that is like, you know, you and a person, sometimes it could be seen as like you and this person getting married, or exchanging vows, right? You know, there are people around there, and usually, you know, you want people, at least, you know, in a genuine manner, you would want people who truly love you and that person, or, you know, support you guys to come together for this ceremony. So for some of you, I feel like it is both a partner and people, but there's something here that you need to change, or something that you're transforming in order for you to get into that energy. Yeah, and the Three of Cups talks about celebration. You know, it's like literally looks like cheers, people cheering in their original tarot. And this image is very simple. Let me see what else. Did I change decks? Okay, I'm gonna change decks. Okay, so I feel intrigued to this one. Let's see. Maybe more for Gemini about the situation. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Some of you guys may not have clarity as of yet. Or there's something here that you maybe don't see super clearly. But I feel like you will. Because that Ace of Swords, you know, was... what do you call it? Like the... It was one of the energies that was here when I mentioned the Eight of Cups. It didn't fly out, is what I meant to say, the card. But I did take it because I feel like you will be getting... That could be why, you know... In the beginning of the reading, I mentioned something about being in peace, in quiet. Because that could be where that clarity is coming. Because there might be something you're not seeing, or you feel like is in the unknown. Maybe it's not even that you're not seeing it. Maybe you just feel like it's kind of gloomy. You can't really see clearly. You can't maybe even think clearly. Right? Because that's kind of what this Two of Swords is. Yeah, see, and then we have the King of Wands. It could have to do with a person, right? King of Wands. It doesn't matter if it's a male, female, a fire sign. Does not have to be. Of course, King of Wands, it could be, but don't take it literal. Doesn't literally have to be. You guys know that. Yeah, it could be like someone who's very ego-driven, or they can be very egotistical. I'm hearing something about true colors. So for some of you, maybe you might start to see the true colors of this King of Wands energy. By the way, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be just about anyone that embodies the King of Wands, which the King of Wands, you know, if you miss like details of the King of Wands, this could be someone where you can miss the details of how they're ego-driven. They could be selfish. They could be impulsive, but not in a good way. Sometimes I feel like impulsiveness can be slightly okay as a Gemini. There are some exceptions, but sometimes this King of Wands is like... If you like miss the details on this King of Wands, it's a very, very like image-driven person. If you pay attention, the King of Wands may come off very confident, very flashy, but that could actually be like a cover-up for insecurities. Okay? I don't know why I'm mentioning that. That could be a message for someone out there. Give me more about this King of Wands. Yeah, it's like the devil here. I'm gonna put it like that. I'll move it over here because, and then I don't know if I'll get in trouble. I really need to buy something to kind of cover this up. But yeah, here's the devil, right? So, and then the Eight of Wands came out. Yeah. It's like this person's low vibrational. They could have a coping mechanism or mechanisms. They could be ego-driven. They can be about image because the devil loves, you know, that imagery. Very big on image. And you could be getting some kind of message in regards to that King of Wands energy. Right? This King of Wands. Yeah, and look at that. The Eight of Wands is actually at the top of this deck. This is like the first, or actually it wasn't. I used another deck. My bad. It was this one. But I do have this one out. So you could be getting some kind of message here about this King of Wands. Getting more about this situation before I close off this reading. What else does Gemini need to know? Yeah, Eight of Cups. You need to walk away. And the Eight of Wands is quick energy. I want to get more on the Eight of Wands, but going back to the Eight of Cups, it's like you need to walk away. And sometimes when you're doing that Eight of Cups energy, right, like you're actually doing an Eight of Cups in real life, it can feel very intense. It can feel kind of like how this looks, kind of gloomy. You know, the moon here, where things are kind of mysterious. You don't really know why sometimes. You're even guided to walk away from something that you really invested in at one point in time of your life, but you just have to. Wow, look at that. The moon peeped out actually in this deck. Look. Wait, actually, I don't even know how to... This is the moon card. So yeah, so there's something about here being in the unknown. That could be another reason, confirmation. Here, you guys can see when I was showing you guys the moon card, the Hermit, and then right under that's the High Priestess. A lot of you guys, I feel like you do actually need to be in some kind of isolation or in silence, okay? You don't have to meditate. You just may need a moment to kind of be quiet or to be in a more isolated energy. Hey. Baby. Sorry, my puppy. Yeah, and you need to listen to your intuition. Moon energy is very significant. So, another thing I'm getting for some of you, I don't know if this past, what was it? I think it was a full moon eclipse. I'm really bad at keeping up with astrology. It's kind of embarrassing. Um, um, could have been significant, or the next moon, full moon, or yeah, I don't even know when we have a next full moon, could be significant. Let's see what comes out in these love oracle cards before I really do close off this reading. I know we've been here for like 30 minutes. I'm also getting something about you know the answers. So the High Priestess, you know the answers. And did I not just mention, now that I'm looking at it, something about the light bulb going off? Okay, so that's also significant. It says engagement ring. This came out. Partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. That could be with that Four of Wands what we had earlier. I feel like you're going into some kind of energy where you're able to have union. For some of you, I feel like once you heal whatever this little cycle or situation is, as you detach from it, you're also bringing in partnership or partnerships, right? Because I did feel like it is maybe like a soul tribe plus a partner. And this one came out reversed. It says seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference, and it's reversed. So you could have been in a situation where that could have been a thing, okay? Temptation, you know, third-party interference, or just like energy where it's not genuine, you know, because seduction can only go so far. So it's like that being over. Yeah, healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Yeah, so being in an energy where you make better choices away from people that are not good for you. Okay, so being in the energy where you're making choices where it's not just surface level, because seduction, you know, that flirting, that temptation, letting interferences, you know, that's all, you know, energy that a person that just kind of is looking for eye candy, those are the characteristics, right? Or the things that they do attract. So I'm going to leave it at that. Do I leave it at that? Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys got some clarity and or guidance. And yeah, bye Gemini.